Polluted Thoughts Podcast, real talk with real people. I'm your host, Colin Gary. In 3, 2, 1, we're live here, Polluted Thoughts Podcast. A very special episode with some very special guys who are doing a lot for the community. We got Izzy and we got Cortes, but your real name's Michael, correct?
Michael, correct.
And they run Getcha Sneakers down on Summer Street, right?
Yep, 5 Summer Street.
5 Summer Street
Lunenburg.
in Lunenburg. And I'm excited to talk to you guys. Where'd you guys come up with the inspiration? Because it kind of seemed like you guys were doing Snapchat stuff.
Before
And then you guys all kind of came together and formed a collective, which is always cool to see.
It was kind of random, man. So I've always liked sneakers. So it came from interest of liking sneakers. And then one day I was sitting in Domino's because I used to work at Cumberland Farms.
Cumberland Farms down on Whalen?
River Street.
River Street?
It's the worst one in Fitchburg.
Yeah, it's right down the street.
Yeah, literally. But I used to work there and I used to sell sneakers there, but I did it for fun, just for extra side money.
Word.
And then I realized I made more money reselling sneakers than Cumbies, and I worked 40 hours at Cumbies.
Yeah.
And I barely worked for the reselling part of sneakers. So I was sitting in Domino's. I was like,
That's the best
I'm
setting.
like, yeah. Just eating a pizza. And then out of nowhere, I was like, you know what? I'm going to quit Cumbies. I'm putting my 2 weeks. And then I was like, what's a good name? I was sitting with my brother. And then I like baseball. So
Right. I fuck with baseball. I played baseball back in high school.
So they were like, you know how they say get your hot dogs or stuff like
Yeah.
that? So I was like, get your sneakers. And then
That's
I put it
genius.
together. Yeah. So it was me by myself at first. I did it for my basement.
Or yeah, I remember I had you on Snapchat back before you had the store and everything.
Yeah.
And it was cool because like you post like your basement, it'd be stacked up with shoes to the ceiling. It'd be insane.
At one point I had like 400 pair of shoes down there.
That's
and
crazy.
I just realized I needed a storefront or whatever. But I was by myself, so I formed a team with a bunch of
Did
my
you guys
close
know
friends.
each other before?
So
Were you guys
yeah,
friends?
our story is actually really funny. I was actually his boss at Hannaford's for a while.
Yeah, he was my boss.
Yeah. So me and him, we both enjoyed playing basketball, and like we kind of linked up just talking about stuff
Right.
during our shifts, and then we would pick up basketball together, and then we'd snap here and there or whatever.
Right.
And I was like kind of into like the clothing scene more at the time.
I was gonna say you seem like you're more like retro clothing.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
like
really dope.
yeah,
That's
like
definitely
vintage,
my vibe,
like
too.
this shirt I'm wearing is like a
just, like,
vintage
vintage
90s,
graphics
yeah,
and, like,
stuff like that. Like that's like my kind of vibe, and like I've always enjoyed sneakers. Like he's sold me a bunch of shoes before, like I used to have a decent collection.
Yeah.
And then I'd sell them to him when I was kind of like I can get rid of this now, and then. He hit me up one day and he's like, hey, you want to be part of the team? Because he saw what I was doing on my Snapchat. Like, I was selling clothes consistently.
It's all coming up off Snapchat.
Yeah.
It's such a good
platform.
platform.
It's crazy. Yeah, and then we just linked up, and then we had one pop-up. I think it was just me, you, Mark, and Will.
And then your help was he was just helping out. But
Yeah, because he's a customizer, so like he's not selling stuff at the event.
Yeah, you guys
but
have
he did do
Trosh, right?
Yeah,
All your like customizations, he fixed shoes up too. That was
he actually did like two or like a custom wall. We were doing the event, like he like was doing something in the corner kind of thing, and like he set up a few deals for himself that day. But that we had that pop up at Clippers and Co. And next thing you know, like by the end of the day, like we were like. It was insane. We had a line out the door.
I remember seeing Snapchats of that.
Yeah,
too.
it was insane. Like
from 12 to, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, bro.
From 12 to 6 o'clock, we had a line out the street.
I saw it, bro.
Yeah,
I remember on the Snapchat, it was literally going out into the parking lot, almost like the Cumbies. It was deep.
And honestly, that was probably my craziest profitable day. Sorry about that.
No,
yeah, that's fine.
I made $18K that day.
Damn, $18,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know, bro. We added up what everyone made like as a collective between the four of us, and it was like.
So after that, you were like, we got to make this into a physical location.
Yeah, we were like, we don't even need to do another pop up. We're good to go,
Because we were gonna do a second pop up, and then something happened where our team got robbed. It wasn't me. It was Mark, and then 2 other people. I don't really want to mention their names.
Yeah, of course.
And they got robbed for about $30K worth of stuff.
Yeah, they were linking someone in Boston, and then like it was just a sketchy location, and they didn't really realize, and then just
Those
know.
things slip your mind.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
just
once
like-
you start, like especially where you guys are at, you're doing
Yeah,
it so
you're
frequently.
you're such in a zone of like trying to hustle. You're like, yeah, I'll go link up someone in Boston and have a really good sales
No, I
that day,
feel
and
that.
then it went the total opposite direction, and then we started thinking like, 'cause we were like that's not a it was scary for them, like Mark wasn't even 18 at the time when that happened.
Yeah, like what do you even do in that situation?
So,
You go to the police and like tell them you're selling
it's like-
shoes through like Snap.
Yeah,
you don't have, like,
it
much,
was like you
know?
couldn't really. We didn't know what to do, so we were like, you know what? Let's open up a store, and like now we're official. So if anything were to happen, we have cameras in the store,
Yeah.
and
Plus they'd have to
Yeah.
like come into the store and actually rob you. Versus,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
kind
if
of
they-
like
yeah.
hit a lick. It's like
Yeah,
much
yeah,
different,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
But so basically, I take care of my peoples.
Dude, it seems like it, bro. I mean, like,
I love
hats off to
yeah.
you. Yeah, like, giving back all the time.
all
man.
the time, and so I put it to where I thought it was my fault, which I still think it is, because they were at my house earlier that day. They asked me to come, but I had a few little things to do, and then set up deals that I had to do that day, and I just told them to go sell sneakers because they were doing well so far. They went to a few cities and towns, met people, networked with other people, and sold shoes. And then they set up that last deal in Boston.
It just went south.
Yes. And
Damn.
then, after that, I was like, you know what? Let me get a safe place for my people and anyone around the area to do deals in there.
yeah. So like if you're selling shoes to somebody, you can meet in our parking lot, and then it's like a safe.
Yeah.
Safe.
Because you guys are there, you can see
Yeah,
what's going
exactly.
on
If
and all
anything,
that.
and let us know ahead of time, and then and we could even legit check the shoe if it could be a fake. And
Honestly,
things
that's
like
the cool thing with you guys. I was telling like my dad and like my uncle and stuff about how I was having you guys on and like talking about the store, and then they were like, I've like wanted to get it. My dad wants to buy some J's and shit, but like he was always like sketched up. They're like Alibaba, some like bullshit ass, and I was like, no, these dudes are real, and like it seems like you guys like.
Yeah,
the prices are accurate to the point of like they're legitimate ass shoes, and it's legitimate. That's why you pay this price because this is what it's worth. This is a real shoe,
I shit you not, bro. I'm sorry for my language too.
No, dude, you can curse. You don't have to apologize.
No filter.
I have not sold one pair of fakes in the last 3 years. Nothing fake. I always make sure. And if I ever because I come across a few fakes, I hit up the seller or whatever, and that's me being like unorganized and not looking at the shoe for real.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then we get our money back, and then if they got it off of somebody else, we're like, hey, make sure you contact them and be like, hey, you sold me a fake shoe, so they get their money back.
So is it like you guys are verifying it with your own eyes, or does it go through like a process through the web? Because I know like StockX does like verifications and stuff like that. But like when you're doing it on the side, do you go through your own process visually and stuff?
We go through
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
one thing Mike told me once, I was like, hey, I want to get into the sneaker part of reselling. He told me like watch YouTube videos on how to tell what a fake is. So like you can look up models, and there's YouTube videos really breaking down like you take the sole out, the stitching on the inside, like because like fakes
Certain
are
patterns
pretty
and
good nowadays, so it's hard to know.
Mm-hmm.
So he makes sure everyone on the team like does their research, and if anything, like there's more than one of us at the store, so you have multiple eyes to be able to confirm, And then there also is an app called Check, which is like a company that you send the pictures to, pay like $5 and wait like 10 minutes, and then they tell you it's fake or not. Yeah,
that's cool to have that plus your own like knowledge on it, whether or not you kind of get like a double check, almost a verification kind of.
It's kind of crazy how you could tell about fakes. The glue, the smell of the shoe, the stitching.
the box, of course.
Fake companies, they leave a Chinese stamp on the shoe, so we have a black light. You can't see it without the black light, so I have like 10 black lights at the store. It's crazy, bro.
Word, bro. That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are opening the store up, what was it, like October or something like that? December? Because I remember I went there like a day or two after it opened, and you guys are popping, man. There's always people down there. I always drive by. There's always cars in there, man. People love it, and I love to see it. So,
appreciate you, man.
How much has it changed, going from Snap? Well, because you guys still use Snapchat. That was another cool thing I was gonna bring up. Was like you guys use Snapchat to promote still, but in store, which is even cooler. Because like, what store like is using Snapchat to promote really what's in it?
It's my main platform, just because I have like 11K subscribers on there.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, man. Got a lot of supporters, fans, and just people that support the whole team as a whole, man. So I use Snapchat solely because of that. but Instagram is my next platform too.
Yeah.
We're trying to get through every.
We're
So I saw you guys doing YouTube too.
Yeah. We're trying to grow in every.
He's doing the
right there. We're trying to grow in every platform just so we can hit as many people as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like Snapchat's cool because it's like, you know, when you go on Snapchat, you're like, oh, what someone post today? Like you only have 24 hours
Everyone's
to see it.
streaming through. Like I always say every day.
Exactly.
I see
but
you guys' thing, just swipe it.
like me myself, I use Instagram more than other apps, like just for personal use, just scrolling through. But I'm like, I'm like, oh, I need to start taking Instagram more serious because like not everyone's on Snapchat, you know what I mean? And then again, not everyone's on Instagram, so they might be on YouTube. So it's just like trying to network in every possible way and everything. So
networking is the biggest key. I'm sure that's probably number 1 and number 2 on your list of things to do daily.
It's my number 1 thing. Networking, getting our brand out there. I tell the guys to post about the shop daily, even if they're not there, because they get days off and stuff.
Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to talk about, if you don't mind.
No, of course, dude. We're here to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Let's get into it.
The store, like the store location. I feel like I don't give myself as much credit as we should, because you see Cool Kicks. Do you know about Cool Kicks?
They're out of LA,
LA? I'm not, I fuck with shoes, but I never got to like the point where like I just couldn't, like, I don't got money like that to be throwing.
Like
you know what I mean? Plus I've never been out to LA. I would love, I remember seeing you went out to LA.
Oh yeah, I went there.
And you just went out there, you bought some shit, and you're like, I don't got nowhere to stay, but I'm gonna find somewhere to stay tonight. That was dope.
Dude, you remember that?
Yeah, dude, I saw that on your story.
What's cool about when he went there, he was obviously, we have a group chat of the team, and he's literally about to walk into Cool Kicks or walk by, and the owner of Cool Kicks pulls up. So like to me, like I'm big into like everything happens for a reason, for a reason. So I'm like, there's a reason that happened and stuff, and like we'll get to their level, like as far as like YouTube views and things like that. As far as like sales and stuff, they're in LA, so it's different. You know what I mean? But like,
so
prime location.
Exactly, you're talking about location.
Their location is crazy, and people are not getting that. We're located in Lunenburg, man.
So you guys are like kind of like middle area. It's not too far from Leominster. It's like literally 10 feet from Fitchburg.
But it's nowhere near city vibes. Where like if we were located in like Boston or something crazy, you know,
it would probably be way crazier.
Insane. But
hey. The amount of people that travel from like Connecticut, New York, Maine, dude, every day we got someone that travels like 2-3 hours just to visit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like some guy was hitting me up on Snapchat. He really wanted a pair of shoes I had, and then he's like, "Oh, it's like an hour and a half drive for me," but he's like, "I'll do it." And then I put the shoe aside for him. He came, drove an hour and a half.
See, that's cool because like they know that you're organic people, so like they're willing to make that trip rather than like risk something that's sketchy, you know?
Yeah.
You good, bro? Yeah. It's like that's one thing I feel like we really try to do is like for the people and like just be ourselves and not like, you know, compare ourselves to anyone else and just get better. Like I've been big into like inspirational stuff lately, and like I'm reading that on your story. So like I've read this book before. I'm starting to read it again. It's like the 3 Simple Steps about like business and life. And one thing in that book is like getting 1% better every day, and like about mentality and stuff like that. So like if you wake up and you're like, oh, today's gonna suck, well, what do you think's gonna happen? It's gonna suck. You know what I mean?
It's all about mentality.
Exactly. So like if we're all on that vibe in the store, like there's no way we're not gonna be successful. You know what I mean?
I love that you guys were all individual. And you guys all came together as one, and you guys all show each other love no matter what it is, pushing each other's stuff, like trying to sell another person's stuff, just giving them like more eyes or whatever. And not only that, but like other people doing other things like related to your stuff outside of the store, you guys always show love to. And I think it's cool that like you said, you know, it's just like it's mentality. You have that like give love, you're gonna get love kind of thing.
And the opposite side of that is like we do get a lot of hate, which is like it comes with success.
Yeah, of course.
Which is like.
But what could they even? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's just. But the thing is like, what I heard in a song the other day is like, my wins don't take away from your wins. You know what I mean? So it's like
everybody can eat.
Everyone there's like there's enough money in the world for everyone to be able to make money. It's like you shouldn't be mad that someone else is making more money than you or whatever. It's like, how about you look in the mirror and try and figure like why are you mad at me? You know what I mean? Like so it's just like I've been focusing on myself, and like we all are in the store to improve our own sales and then the store itself. So it's just dope to like see, like I also like seeing the hate, because if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right in my opinion. You know what I mean?
the stuff that people come up with is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I haven't gotten any yet, but like, I don't even understand. You guys are so genuine, and like, nothing you post is even like pushing a boundary of any sort of like anger or like anything sensitive. Like, you guys are selling shoes and like showing love to the community.
We're just living life, bro.
Selling shoes and clothes and like,
and we do giveaways.
and
like,
you
bro,
guys
like,
do giveaways for like events and shit like that, and I don't understand like what there is, but like
that's something that I wanted to clarify too, man, because people say our shop is sketchy, and like I don't get it. They probably see like my Accord or something, and then Mark's like crazy car or your health. That's hard work, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Your hell has been cleaning and customizing shoes, bro, since he was like, as far as I know, like 15 or younger.
I told my boy Nico that he, first of all, my boy Nico said he's going to come into your store. I forget what he said he had. He said he's going to come into your store. He's trying to look to sell some shoes.
Oh, dope, yeah.
So, but anyways, he said he knew him. He used to be boys with him back in the day. But, Cardi, I fucked with Cardi too. I knew Cardi back in the day.
Cardi, he's a great
but like
person.
none of these people are sketchy. Is what I was trying to get
so
to.
one thing Mike told me, like at one point I was kind of like down on myself as far as like where I was going with like, you know, reselling and stuff.
Yeah.
And he told me he's like I picked you to be on the team for a reason. You know what I mean? Like everyone's on the team for a reason. So like everyone on the team has different values to contribute as a whole, you know. So,
you're gathering up the Avengers. That's
exactly. I literally chose everyone for a specific reason, and I don't want to get into it because I think I've talked about it in another YouTube video. But yeah, back to the stuff people talk about. They say that we sell drugs or this or that, and then what have you heard? Like it's crazy, and I don't sell drugs at all.
Yeah, of course.
At all. I probably, because I get paid for like promotions on my Snap. I have a
just because you smoke weed doesn't mean you sell
weed.
Yeah,
like I smoke.
I was gonna bring out some guns, but I didn't know you guys felt about it.
I
didn't know you guys were.
I'm a stoner.
I'm a stoner.
Yeah, all right. We can grab some bud in a minute here, but I just didn't know if you guys wanted to like brand that or whatever. But like. It's so safe. I don't understand how people like you. I've seen you smoke weed on your story and stuff, but your business is completely separate from what you do in your personal life.
And the thing is we're at the like, weed's legal in the state, so
yeah, exactly.
Like,
you guys are 21.
And regardless, it's a plant.
Oh, yeah, how old are you guys, by the way?
I'm 25.
25.
I'm 23.
Yeah.
23. I'm 19, but I'm a medical patient, so technically I'm good. I can smoke. We're straight. But yeah, that's crazy that people can accuse you of such a thing.
And
like I was saying, it's like people, like in a sense, are so insecure about themselves that they take it out on others. And it's just like, I'm at a point where like mentally I'm so like in a zone that it's like I'm not even give you the time of day, you know, because that's what they want. They want you to feed into it.
Like anyone who like the cancel culture, all they want is attention. They don't have any like actual purpose or anything. You know, they don't have. There's no
look
goal
at me,
to
look
that.
at me. Yeah.
And I never attacked the situation. Like people are probably talking to this day.
Yeah,
saying
for
that,
sure. They're always gonna talk, bro.
This or that. It's hard work and dedication, guys, man. And when I tell you, I spend probably 10 to 15K a week on inventory. I just reinvest my money, and that's how I get the money that I have. You can ask my guys,
for sure.
everybody, bro.
So like me, like I was saying, I did clothes mostly, and I see the profit he gets off shoes, and I'm really like, obviously you are your environment, so I'm getting more into shoes as I'm there, and he always tells me, because I'm still, you know, in the process. Like me, I'm not even full time at the store yet. Like me, I still have like a separate, you know.
Will be.
Yeah, for sure, soon. But he's always telling me, like, so, you know, like when I'll flip a shoe or something, he's all right, now go take all the money you just made off that shoe, go buy 3 shoes. You know what I mean? And just that's what he did to start. So he's the right person to listen to when it comes to that. So I'm not gonna say, you know.
Yeah.
I'm super big into like reinvesting my money. I'll tell you my sales first year of taking reselling seriously. I made 147K profit. My first
year.
You
made 6 figures?
Yeah, no joke.
Holy shit.
Yeah, when it was just me, him, Will, and Mark, he took us to Buffalo Wild Wings and he showed us like that profit margin, and that's
and
when I was like, all right.
we're all yeah.
So I just wanted to show them that we could turn nothing into something, bro.
Because the world's yours.
I used to be homeless.
I was gonna say I remember you saying something about that. I want to hear more about that your whole story with that.
All right, so I'll get into it
if you don't mind talking about it.
Yeah, I really don't care. It is what it is. So I graduated high school, and So I have it with my family. I'm not too big into like being,
Yeah, of course.
you know, I'm
That's-
not too close with them. So
Everyone's got their
Yeah.
shit, bro. Of course, I understand.
so I got homeless and I was bouncing like house to house, and I really don't like that. So then I got my own place. I was working at Hannaford's, Cumbies, and Kmart.
3
all-
jobs.
All at the same time. You could ask him. And then I started.
You're a hustler, man.
Yeah.
I
So
know how that feels.
I got my own little spot at a basement. I had my own bedroom, and then I started reselling sneakers, and then it was up from there, man. It was crazy. I was on foot everywhere. Didn't have a bite to eat. My friends took care of me, man. It's crazy.
Well, that really shows how it reciprocates, you know, how they were showing you love, you were giving you a couch to sleep on, whatever you needed.
Yeah.
Now you show that love back
Oh,
as
yeah.
much as you can, it seems
I
like.
take care of all my people, man. Anyone that helped me through the process, I take care of. And, man, it's
Yeah, for
crazy.
sure.
Like, I take care of him.
Yeah,
I
bro.
take care of my
He-
whole
like,
team.
For somebody to be from that point where he was homeless to get to where he's at now and not let it get to his head, that's big character.
No,
like,
it is. You're so humble. You're so
Yeah,
soft-spoken,
yeah,
too,
bro,
you know?
like-
And I would expect someone with making at least 6 figures to carry himself with a little more, like, I don't know.
arrogance.
Yeah, arrogance. I was going to say
So- 'cause-
ignorance, but arrogance
'cause-
is much better.
I posted a status years ago. I think he actually shared it, but on Facebook, and I was like, "Money doesn't change you; it just shows who you really are."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
So like, I truly believe that. Like, whoever you were without money, like, it's just you're now that you have the money, you're gonna be more of that like
Yeah.
aggressive, like whatever persona of like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I made it, but at the same time, like you always thought you were the shit, but
Yeah.
you didn't have the funds.
But you didn't
yet.
have
You
the
know what I
money
mean?
or, like, the
Yeah, so it
ability
got
to
to your
flex
head
the
now.
fact that
Yeah,
you're
now
shit.
you can
Yeah.
actually flex. You
No, I
know?
get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like you don't even like the way you dress is like you got swag and like but you keep
Yeah.
it simple, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's simple. It's
I
not
work
like you're not being
hard.
flamboyant or
Yeah.
anything like that, dude. But like it's I mean both you guys, I don't mean to just
No,
be
no,
saying
no,
like both
bro, I
you
get
guys carry yourself with great humbleness and just self-respect. And I think
appreciate
back
that.
to that point that you were saying with just focusing on yourself. I was my friend was reading a book. I had him on Lewis of View as they do like jiu-jitsu and stuff.
Yeah, we were watching that one
Oh,
before
sweet.
we came
Yeah.
here.
Matt Kendall and him,
Yeah.
they do like jiu-jitsu. But he read a book that says if you focus on your end, any like friendship, just focusing on your end and like what you can provide from yourself to them is like the start point and the main point of any friendship or relationship in general, you know? Obviously you're gonna care for them, like and stuff like that, that's obviously the mix, but like what like focusing on your end of the situation, what you can do or whatever, how you act around them, that's the number one thing.
No,
and
for
I don't
sure.
think a lot of people look into themselves enough. They don't do a lot of self-reflection and like see who they really are and what they want, and that's
for
why
sure.
you get that hate like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I appreciate your compliments, man, but a lot of people think different. Just because, hey, I got a good car and I get good stuff, man. So I posted on Snapchat.
Well, you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Exactly, but like I just want to like just show it. Like I don't,
Yeah,
I don't mean
look,
no harm when I post
you
my
can
car
do whatever
or
you want,
anything,
man.
like,
Dude, you're excited about your success. You want to show people what hard work can get them, you know?
But that's something I want to clarify too, man. I get hated on so much. Like I got fans, I got supporters, I got everything. But then I have that dark side where people even send death threats, stuff like that.
And
But
people are
for
envious.
What? Like, there's
It's envy,
it's
bro.
all it is. It's all it is. Just
Bro,
jealousy.
they want to be you so bad that they're mad that they're not you. That's how I look at it.
And
like
the end of it all, I just sell shoes.
literally,
Like I just sell shoes.
if someone really wanted to sell shoes, they could do it.
Anyone
they
can
took
do
the-
it, realistically.
I encourage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm
sure.
saying. That's the best part about you is that like you encourage the people to
Yeah.
do what you're doing. It's not like a competition. Everyone's gonna get their own plate at the table.
Or like
you know?
people will literally be like, "Oh, I could do what you do. Okay, go do it then." Like
Yeah,
I'm not
No
saying
one's
you can't do it.
stopping you.
You know what I mean? I'm like, go ahead. Like
that's funny though. Yeah,
it's
like,
alright. Like
no one's stopping you
Yeah,
from
yeah.
doing it. Like
yeah,
just because we're
exactly.
posting about it doesn't mean that you can't do it.
Yeah.
I just feel like society as a whole just gotten so soft and like
Oh, man,
insecure, man.
everybody.
Insecurities.
So
are
when they
crazy.
see someone doing good and they think it's just like them shitting on the person, I'm like, it's not
Yeah,
that, man. I came from nothing. Literally came from nothing.
Yeah,
I
you
had
could
$0, bro, at one point. No place to live, and now
You got something.
I donate. I
Yeah,
community
dude.
stuff,
Yeah, I was gonna
bro.
say you do like that's what I want to like.
Yeah.
I don't make money off this shit at all yet or anything like
Yeah.
that. But I definitely wanted to like try to get some organized something for like
sponsors or whatever.
Yeah, not even just sponsor, like some sort of event with like people that I have on, and like get together with like people with like you guys and other people, and like we all like pitch in and get some shit going, you know. But like you're kind of my motivation for that was like I saw you doing stuff with like the community and like doing events or whatever, pop up and like all that stuff, and like it's inspiring, you know. The whole idea of this was just to show people like you're saying, we're not soft ass, like we're real ass people doing a thing, having a dream, chasing it, you know what I mean? That was the whole idea of this thing, was to show people that we're real ass people. It's not like some fake social media facade. I'm not doing this to get clicks or anything.
The thing is everyone posts their highlight reels, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, they post the best version of themselves.
Yeah, it's like me, like I'm not afraid to like see where I'm at in life right now is not where I want to be, but I'm going to get there, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to take the steps to get there, you know what I mean? And it's like, even when I get to that point, all right, what's next? Then you got to get to the next level. It's like, I'm not going to settle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's like, I saw Kevin Hart say something once where he was like, you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like consistent, like anyone can get to the top. And anyone can reach the peak, but it's being consistent at the top and being the greatest or best or whatever you want for a long extended period of time, and to continue to grow.
Well, I saw a little clip that actually Caleb told me to watch. Remember in the group chat, the sun's still gonna come up by Kevin Hart. Yeah. So it's literally like a 30-second clip, and he's on a podcast. I think it was Joe Rogan's, I believe.
Yeah.
And he's like, no matter how depressed I am or how bad life is, the sun's still gonna come up tomorrow. So what the fuck am I gonna do about it? You know what I mean? It's like, so find that motivation, or find that whatever makes you like have butterflies in your stomach or something, and just do that shit. Because like, if you love it that much, you're gonna find a way to make it successful, and there's no way you won't be if you're persistent with it. Whoa.
No, the craziest thing is like, people. Not a lot of people know this, but my biggest motivation, or someone that always attacks me and messages me about getting up and getting to it, is Izzy. Like he's one of the biggest reasons why I do what I do.
You post a lot of motivational shit.
Yeah, it's like, so when Mike met me, which is funny, is I was reading the same book I'm reading now, and I was on this crazy like high of like all that motivation stuff. Like I was posting 4 motivational posts on Instagram a day, and people were literally like, "Who do you think you are? You're a motivational speaker now?" And I was just like, "What? Like, what are you mad about? I'm trying to be positive."
Yeah, I'm trying to promote positive.
So he met me during that time. So like he'd have like, whenever he would like tell me something like personal or something, and I would try to like give him a positive outlook or whatever. And then one time we were sitting down just talking like this, and then he's like, "You don't really know this, but like one of the reasons we are where I'm at is because of things you told me." So like him saying that to me, it was just like, oh shit, like that path I was on, I'm happy I'm back on it. Like everything happens for a reason, you know, like fall off, whatever. But like I ain't hopping off this time. And like I've been, he can attest to it. Like I've been messaging like somewhat famous people, trying to get in contact, like just level up for us and like do things to improve everyone in the store's life based off of exposure and things like that.
That's great, man. So that positive energy. Hold on. Before I don't mean to cut you off. Every 30 minutes I do like a sponsor. It only records for 30 minutes. I forgot to give you a heads up. So I'm going to run it. Like I'll stop it, keep the camera rolling and everything, and I'll grab the weed. I'll come back down and we'll just pick up the conversation. I just wanted to give a heads up before I stop it and go run into it. But dude, yeah, that's fucking crazy. You get hate from positive energy, and I think that just shows you. What the fuck? Like you, like who gave these people this entitlement through like social media to tell other people what they can and can't do or whatever? Exactly. You know, I want like, and even those people, like even as simple-minded as they may be, I would like, if someone said something like that to me, I would want to talk to them on the podcast and be like, why? You know what I mean? Because those kind of people, they don't have a reason. They don't have a.
Yeah,
they're
they
just
could
doing
be
it
trolling.
for
they could be who knows.
Exactly.
You know, they just want attention, like you're saying.
And like trolling certain things is funny to me. You know, trolling certain like things that are like.
But if you're like dead serious about it's like literally just like I was like dumbfounded when someone said that to me, and I literally just shook my head and like laughed and like.
That's all you can do to those people. Yeah. Ignore and laugh.
That's the thing is like I've been trying to get like some of the guys at the stores like because sometimes they feed into it and it's hard not to, but it's like. It's like, bro, just laugh at them and close the message.
At some point.
Yeah, like post something on your story, but don't like engage with that person individually because that's what they want.
No, they want that.
Haters, I see you or something.
Yeah.
It's also based on how you grew up. So
exactly.
My pride, I love my pride.
Oh hell yeah!
So anytime someone talks about
me or
attacks my character, man, I have to kind of
Yeah.
like attack back.
That is true. Yeah. That's the other thing too. Is like, how bad is your life that you're trying to take it out on me?
Dude, they got bullied. Those people
Yeah.
got like bullied at some point or bullied themselves, and then now they're taking it back.
Exactly.
Just we're gonna stop for 1 second. We're gonna take a minute for our sponsor, Flippin' Ships. Our sponsor for PTP is Flippin' Ships. Flippin' Ships was founded by CEO Jason Reynolds during late quarantine, and Jason is in the business of providing you with entertainment. Whether you're looking for a restored boat in great condition you can take on the lakes, or if you're interested in watching the process go down, Jason's got it all. His TikToks show the process in an entertaining way for all ages, but check out his YouTube videos because they show every detail of the flip. Check him out on TikTok and YouTube for some at-home or on-the-go entertainment. His handle is Flippin' Ships. That's flipping without the G, ships. And be on the lookout for these flip ships soon on Facebook and Instagram.
Be tough.
All right, we're back. The weed was acquired. We're ready to smoke. We're going to get going here. But you were talking about the podcast. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I definitely want to see, like, whoever watches this is one thing. I'm excited for you, too, because, like Mike said, he has 11,000 subscribers, so you're definitely going to get some views up there.
No, that would be cool. The whole thing was, it's like you give love, you get love was kind of the whole thing. It was like, I want to promote the people, but by me promoting you, I'm promoting myself, and you're promoting me as well. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a full circle of just love.
It's networking, man. It's
showing love's free too. Like posting something on your story. Like, I throw shit up on my story all the time. Like, you never know who's gonna see it. Just showing love's free. It means it's a gratitude to the people you're doing it to. You know.
Yeah. So whoever's seeing this, what do you think, Mike? Podcast coming soon.
Podcast coming soon. We're trying to work on different things to get our name out there, man. Get bigger than what we are now because there ain't stopping.
One thing we're really anxious and excited about is Boston Got Soul, which is like
I saw that at Gillette Stadium, right?
Yeah, so it's like SneakerCon's the biggest sneaker like event or convention, but Got Soul I would say is second. Mike can attest to it better than me because I'm new to that, but that's going to be a life changer for all of us. Like, I just have this feeling like it's going to go so well. Like, we're going to make crazy interactions with people. Like, Gio's going to be there recording it all. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, well, you guys have a pretty big following on YouTube. You guys get, like, a pretty decent amount of views on
and I'm happy we're being consistent with it now. And we got a dope cameraman. Gio's the man. He's been around us for a while. So
yeah, what's his background? You just, like, started filming stuff and then...
Honestly... The way I met Gio was kind of weird. Yeah. Just because he was just a random person on my Snapchat. Then I started playing Modern Warfare because the whole COVID. So I used to play Modern Warfare crazy every day, and
I remember seeing that actually too. You post clips and shit.
I'm not saying this because Mike owns a store. He's disgusting at Call of Duty. He's nice.
I don't know about now because I've gotten busy with the storefront or whatever, so I never play. But when COVID hit and I was playing Modern Warfare, man, I went crazy. So I met him through there. Then we became friends. We started going out, me, him, and Yarhel. And he's been...
Word, does he like do music videos and stuff? Or what?
Not yet, but maybe he'll get into it. Who knows?
He's just doing like pictures and stuff. So he's a friend that I'm trying to help start up.
Yeah.
This is a great way to start him up.
Yeah. Exactly.
And right now he seems like, I don't know, you can tell he seems more motivated than when we previously been around him. Like, he's like really trying to like he's pushing us. Like,
once you find something you love, man.
Exactly. Like, we were yesterday was Cardi's birthday.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we went out to Texas Roadhouse and we had to wait outside for like, they said 30 minutes, but it ended up being like 10. But Gio, I don't know if I told you, he like, we all sat down and he got up. He's like, should I go get my camera? Like, everyone's wearing a nice outfit. Like, and it was like nice that he was like really trying to, we didn't end up doing it because we were debating if we were going to stay or not because they were about to close. Like, it was close to Texas Roadhouse closing. So then he was like kind of pacing back and forth thinking if he should do it or not. But it's cool that he's taking the initiative. Like, I shouldn't be sitting here doing nothing.
Exactly. And like I got something to say real quick.
Just say whatever you want. Man, I'm having you on because I want to hear what you guys got to say. Just say it, man.
People tend to contemplate a lot, including myself, and he used to contemplate a lot.
And overthink.
And thought his work was ass, bro. And it's so amazing and crazy what he does today. He actually motivates me too, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Crazy. We all motivate each other. It's like every day right now I've been messaging the group chat just like a little positive message or whatever. Like, I'm just trying to be on that wave. Like, right when I wake up, like
people think
just
it's corny,
off-rip.
but it's just like you're trying to do it because you care and love.
Yeah, exactly.
People,
that's
you know?
fine. It's like if anyone thinks it's corny, that's fine with me. But I'm still gonna do it because it motivates me to like start the day off like that. Like I literally have a journal. I write what's gonna happen.
I've been trying to do that
in past tense though. I write it like what happened my day. So then when it happens,
whoa.
Yeah. So
that's really cool.
Yeah. So I'll like.
I like that a lot.
So it's crazy. We went to an event in Lynn the other day. A sneaker event, and on the way there, Richie, do you know Richie? He's a team member. He does mainly he does a lot of shoes. He's
actually, yeah, I do know.
But he does vintage originally, and him and Mike actually started a thing way back, like before Getcha Sneakers. Like they had their own little competition within themselves, but like healthy competition, not like
No, we were good friends.
Yeah.
I blew him out the water.
Shout out Richie.
Yeah, shout out Richie. But on the way to the event with Richie, I was telling him about like the book and all this stuff that we're talking about, like motivational and all this stuff. And I told him, I was like, I'm not gonna downplay myself and break. So I brought 15 shoes to the event to try to sell. And I told him like I'm not gonna downplay myself and be like, oh, maybe I'll sell 5. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna sell 10. And I literally sold 10 shoes.
It's all about mindset when it comes to anything.
Exactly. It's like
telling yourself you can.
Yeah,
do it
and I see the difference too. Is like from our first event we ever went to. Like I was very like off to the side, not really being aggressive, communicating with people that were around there. And then now I'm like literally going up to everyone and like throwing shoes in their face, like, yo, you want to buy this? Like, you know what I mean? It's just
because like what's the harm? You know
exactly.
What I mean?
It's like they could take it the wrong way. Okay, I'll move on to the next person. Like whatever. Like I'm trying to
sell shoes.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to make it out.
No, seriously.
He attacks it way more than he used to, and it's crazy. Your growth has been crazy.
Yeah, and like I've been ever since I started reading the book again. So I went on vacation with my girlfriend's family, and when I told her, I'm like, when we get back, like when she met me, I was on this wave and like kind of fell off of it. And I told her, I'm like, I'm gonna be like that again. And I've been waking up at 5 a.m. every day, like even if I go to bed late, and I wake up, pour some coffee, and like just sit there with myself and like just think about shit. And then I'll read my book, go to the gym, shower, feed my dog and my cat, and just like vibe before I have to go to work or whatever, and just like think. And then since I've been doing that, like I've been having like really dope ideas for just like it's just naturally because I'm waking up early.
I'm like your brain.
I'm making my brain work, So it's dope. Like it's the proof is in the pudding. You know what I mean?
You really work out your brain in many ways. I mean, it kind of goes like under the radar with our generation.
I don't think people realize how important mental health is. Like people so caught up in like Instagram likes and things like that. It's like, bro,
that's the worst thing for your mental health.
Yeah, it's like I'd rather like myself. So like one quote. So rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. But he said in an interview, he said, I'm trying to word it right so I don't mess it up. He said something along the lines of, I'd rather be at peace with myself and at war with the world than at peace with the world and at war with myself. So it's like,
that's beautiful.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. That's sure. That's a good way to go about life.
I think that's how a lot of people should live. You know what
exactly.
I mean? Like, especially with like going back to like the fact that you guys show up is like you worry about yourself and then like you deal with the rest. You know what I mean? Like you figure out yourself, and that's how you're able to do the things with other people and like connection or whatever. Give them your whatever. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Good karma is a thing, bro.
And him talking about mental health. There's a point in time where this was before the store opening too, where I was making crazy money, this or that, but it wasn't making me happy, and I was focused on the wrong thing. So I actually took a break from selling sneakers. I took
How long?
I think like a month break, which I think is a long time, man. Because
in that month
I could have made a lot of money. But
for sure.
I was focusing on what I had to do, what was in front of me, and just loving myself a little more. And it worked out, man. Like just taking that little month break did so much for me, man. It's crazy.
I mean, how are you supposed to love anybody else or anything else if you can't love yourself?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
I think that's, I mean, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but not because I want to. I got to work and matter, so I got to go and, I head out, and it's not great.
So the other thing is, too, is, like, I try and, so, like, I've been, like, unfollowing a lot of, like, pointless shit on my Instagram, and, like, even, like, I won't even look at my personal Instagram. I'm just staying on my Izzy Getcha one, and I'm trying to, like, be more active on it, so all I'm seeing is sneakers or like, motivational things, or I'll watch YouTube videos. I was watching Kevin Hart interview.
He's super motivational. People think he's
really
just a comedian actor. He's a good ass dude who's trying to better the whole world.
He is a hustler, bro. Like
he's great. He's a great person.
Yeah. So he had Skip Bayless on, and it was like he has a like Old Spice. Have you seen his?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they sit
yeah.
in the
Yeah, they
ice
sit in the
tub.
tubs,
So like
yeah.
Skip Bayless, like 60-year-old dude, bro, and he takes his shirt off to get in the ice tub, and then Kevin Hart's like, damn, he's like you jacked, bro. He's like, what's going on here? And he's like, oh, I wake up at 2:30 in the morning and go run 8 miles every day. This dude's 60
What?
years old, waking up at 2:30 in the morning to go run 8 miles. So I literally was going to go to the gym the next day at 5, and I was like, damn, it's like 12. I don't know if I want to. And this guy's and Kevin Hart. Next thing he said to the guy, he's like, what time do you go to bed if you're waking up at 2:30? He's like 9. So he only sleeps like 5 hours, and I'm like, well, that's literally.
You can't do that though. That's not good for the body. I read Joe Rogan. You guys should watch.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's really good.
I heard that, but like, I'll worry about that when like I'll get to a point where like my body will adjust to me waking up at 5 anyways.
Oh
so,
yeah. But no, it's not even like getting up at 5. It's like the amount of sleep.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, if I'm
important
waking up at 5, like eventually I'll like when I used to do it, so I would start falling asleep at like 8. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of like that guy's like a millionaire. He's doing crazy things. Like a lot of these people don't sleep, and like one thing to me is have you ever looked up like the amount of you sleep if you sleep like a regular amount of time?
It's like
the amount in your lifetime you slept. Like,
oh
it's
yeah,
kind of
it's
crazy.
like it's a 30-year life.
Yeah. It's so I'm like
Trying to minimize
in a sense, I'm like, yo, I'll sleep when I die.
dead,
Low key, like if I'm staying up, like think about it, like you stay up late and play COD or some shit or whatever, and then you have school the next day when you were in high school. It's like obviously you're young, but at the same time, like even like like I used to go to the clubs or whatever when I was like 21, and then have work the next day at 7 or something crazy and go to sleep at 2. So like now I'm doing it for the right reasons. I'm not gonna do it every night, but like I'm fine with losing some sleep if I'm doing it for the right reason type shit.
I'm a type of dude that needs to sleep, bro. I need to sleep, and that Joe Rogan I was talking about, his name is Matthew Walker, Dr. Matthew Walker. He's a sleep doctor, and someone's home upstairs. Anyways, he's a sleep doctor, and he said that you need 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night.
Yeah.
He's like, if you get any less than that, your body won't function. And if you go to sleep drunk, your body spends like the first 6 hours of your sleep just trying to like get the toxins out of your system, so you don't even sleep for the first 6 hours like necessarily.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh wow, that's crazy.
yeah, like you do get sleep, but you're not reaching REM or like a deep sleep.
And another thing I heard about sleeping is if you like set too many alarms, like like let's say you hit snooze, your brain already woke up and then you're trying to go back to sleep, so it thinks you're trying to sleep. So when you wake up finally after how many snoozes you did, your brain function isn't working properly, like as far as like motor skills and stuff. So like you shouldn't snooze your alarm. Like it's not good for your brain and things like that. Yeah, when you wake up, like don't do
I'm pretty bad with that.
Yeah. My girl's the same way, which is like it's just a matter of habit too. It's just if you
I set my alarm for like 4:30, so then like I know I get like an extra half an hour of sleep. But then I see what you're saying, but that sleep doesn't even count essentially.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm already like up and my brain's like
all right, it's time to go. So the other thing is too is I read in a book, so if you wake up right off your first alarm, the first hour you're awake, your brains can retain the most information. So that's why I read like the second I wake up. So that first,
I'm doing nothing for the first like.
I know, but a lot of people. But if you think about it, like if I never started reading books, bro, I would have never knew that either. You know what I mean? It's just you are what you know what you're doing in a sense. So
I get it.
It's like if you're around, not the greatest crowd, you're probably gonna do some things you probably shouldn't do. It's just it is what it is.
You definitely are who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, your environment.
Crazy thing is, before everything, I used to be like a little
little hood rat.
Little game maker, man. It's crazy how my life just changed around, because I used to live in Hartford, Connecticut.
Oh, damn.
Shout out to my guys out there, but we used to do a lot.
You guys got a big following from Hartford down there, Getcha Sneakers?
Yeah. Big following out there.
That's what's cool though. It's like
they're probably gonna see this too.
Yeah.
When did you move here?
I was in and out Fitchburg from like 2016, and then I came here at 2018, and then that's when I started picking up and knowing people and spreading.
That's quick, man, dude. 3 years. You think about 3 years,
the
like
growth is insane.
That's nothing, man. 3 years is quick.
People think that I've been here my whole life.
Yeah, they have no
Dude,
Just
idea.
because
yeah,
a
that's
lot
what
of
I kind of
people-
thought based
Yeah.
on all the people you know.
Yeah,
and,
it's crazy. Like everyone knows who. If they don't know him by Mike, they know him by Cortes.
Or
Like,
Getcha Sneakers,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
People
exactly.
call me just Getcha. I go
Yeah.
to market. I shit you not. Go to market basket or whatever. I get stopped like 10 times.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I was literally at Paisano's, a pizza place with my girlfriend, and we were waiting for our order to like be done. We were picking it up, and like I asked, I'm like, oh, it's for Izzy or whatever, and then like I go sit, like I'm turning around to sit down to wait because she told me to wait, and then she like whispered to like her friend, she's like, oh, he's from Getcha. And I was like, I was stopped and I was like, wait, what? I was like, that's so
No,
crazy.
you are, dude. I was talking. I had my boy over before. We were
Pretty
just chilling, shooting the shit, talking, and he was like, "Dude, you're having some legends on your podcast today."
Oh wow!
And,
Shout out
like-
him, bro.
Yo, shout out.
Yeah, shout out Chris Chow, but
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
he probably. I think he might have bought some shoes off
Oh,
you.
he
But, I
did?
mean, you probably had buy so many shoes. You know, you can't
Yeah,
remember
we were talking about
anybody.
it. Like I, literally before we got here, while we were at the shop, it's like, bro, you ever like sell something to someone and then they like, oh, how you been? And I'm like, who are like in
Yeah,
my head, I'm
exactly,
like, and you
yeah.
feel like an ass. And it's just like, bro, like the amount of people, like the amount of, because like I've been on and off reselling in general since I was like, I don't even know how old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like sometimes I have crazy days and I sell like to 10 people or more, and then I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna remember you unless like you're around me, you know, like just by. But it's just funny.
I mean, Joe Rogan has this thing where he says, never says nice to meet you because he never remembers if you met the person. He just
Okay.
says nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Okay.
It's nice to see you. I was
Use
gonna
it that
say,
way.
yeah,
I do that.
that's a
We
good
do
one.
it. No.
I don't have to use that. I'm not a local legend,
Hey, not yet.
but
Not yet.
I was actually thinking about that the other day because like I was driving, this kid like looked at me all fun, like he like looked and he like looked at me like again like that, and I was like, I wonder if that kid listened to the podcast,
Yeah.
you know?
Like, whoa.
And like, you know,
Probably,
that'd be
bro.
really cool like one day to like pull up to like a stop sign or like an intersection, like someone's listening to the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, this is crazy. This podcast thing, keep staying consistent, man.
I
I'm pretty sure you
appreciate
can
that.
make something.
I actually was gonna mention. I don't know if you do this. I watched a lot of
Oh,
podcasts.
no.
No, it's fine. That shit happens, bro.
Paging in the doctor.
Podcasts I watch. I don't know if you
Yeah, what
watch
do you
any
watch?
sport. Do you know I Am Athlete? Brandon Marshall,
Brandon
Ocho
Marshall,
Cinco's
where
on
they all
it.
like sit down in
Yeah,
the
so
lounge thing.
so I watch that shit a lot, and they do like mental health checks, which is cool. But
That's cool.
at the end of it, or maybe I'm switching up, I'm confusing podcasts, but they ask the person that they have on, like who should we have on next, and you got to help.
Get them on.
Yeah.
That's
So
a good idea.
yeah, so I was gonna suggest to you, my cousin Facundo and his friend Jose make music.
I saw that on
Yeah,
your thing.
so
I
feel like
I
that'd
literally
be-
thought about that. I
Yeah,
should reach out to
so
them.
yeah, exactly, and I'll let them know and shit. But
Word.
I feel like you should have.
No, yeah, dude. I'd love to
this
have.
is-
I'll have anyone on. Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like that is a good thing to implement. So like
That is. I'm gonna
yeah.
implement that for
Yeah.
sure. I appreciate the. I need
No, for
more
sure.
guests
No
to
problem.
like give me tips and
Do you watch a lot of podcasts yourself?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I watch at least one Joe Rogan a day at work. Or listen
Yeah, I used to
one.
watch him a lot. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just kind of like I just fell off
You
of
know,
that
some people
vibe.
just
But
you just go through phases
Yeah,
and shit. You know
exactly.
what I mean? But like, I try to stick to his informational
Yeah.
stuff. I learn a lot of information.
one thing he
from
said
him.
that I thought was really dope is
He's very motivational.
live your
too.
life like it's a documentary and someone's recording you the whole time.
Oh wow.
That shit's tough. Like you know how you'll stay on track. You know what I mean? Like you're like, yo, I gotta do what I gotta do. Like if you think someone's following you around with a camera all day.
I feel like that's jail right now.
No, but
Yeah.
I mean in a sense of
Nah, I
like
know,
yeah,
I
like
know.
literally all day, like bathroom fight, like everything.
You know, the thing that I wanted about this, like when I had Jimmy on, he was like, dude, he was just like, bro, I just forgot there was a camera on us, and like
Yeah.
I want it to be like you, as if like you didn't know there was a camera, you know?
Okay.
Because like everyone knows that there's a camera, obviously it's a
Yeah.
podcast,
Yeah.
but like I just want everyone to show them their real selves, because there's those people who are probably whatever say whatever about the store, blah blah blah,
Mhm.
skeptical on the line. They see who you really are as a human being, and there's nothing that they could take
Yeah.
from you or like say about you or anything, you know?
Yeah, that's one thing I was telling Mike. I'm like, this is really dope that we're able to come and do this because people know of us just through snaps and stuff, and like
Yeah.
now they'll get to like get some,
They see
personal
they
vibe and stuff, and, like,
it
see-
feels like that's
yeah.
what I like. I feel like I know
Yeah.
Joe Rogan because I watch his
Yeah,
shit so
exactly,
much.
bro.
So like
That's-
people can feel like they get to know
yeah,
you. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
That's what's dope about it, and like we want that too, you know, like
And I really really feel like people just are scared to come in just because, they, like you said, they don't really know us.
Yeah, they don't know.
Well, you guys
the
have like
vibe
a big
and stuff.
persona, you know. You guys are like literal. I'm not saying this to like for any reason. You guys are local legends, bro. Like you guys are like have big clout in the area. Everyone knows who you are. So it's like it's a little bit intimidating to like go in there or whatever. But like once you establish any sort of connection with anybody, man, and see who they really are for like who they are, then like it's just like it's all comfortable from there. Like I'm excited to go. I'm gonna need a pair of J's. My birthday's coming up. I'm definitely buying something. I'm coming to you guys.
Oh, by the way, I forgot we got
something for you, bro.
It's a Getcha Sneakers shirt. It's a red one.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate that.
Of course, brother.
And then
damn, that's what's up. Thank you so much, man. You guys are what's up. You guys are the people. They're the people. For your needs,
it, bro.
They're them.
Appreciate it.
And also, since we're talking about clothing, I have a brand called Unleash.
I saw that. I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah,
and I wanted to get some stuff.
he blessed me and took me to where he gets those shirts made. So I talked to the lady and that's in the works. So hopefully within the next 2 weeks I'll have that out.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna be doing limited drops, like only like 5 of each like size, and then it's gonna be a different one. So it's kind of like first come first serve. So like that's the kind of I want to do like limited drops type shit. So
I liked the designs I saw too that you were posting. I liked them.
Yeah, I like now. Like I said, I'm on these like I have these random ideas, and I'm like I gotta do this now, and I'll literally stop what I'm doing and like go on Photoshop and like look up pictures of different things.
Yeah, do you take the pictures or do you like draw them or what do you do?
So I Google different things and then I combine them. So like that one with the hand and the bird. So it was I looked up skeleton hand and then I saved that in my phone. Then looked up skeleton bird like flying. Yeah. Saved that and then just put them next to each other. Like
it was well concocted. It was photoshopped and put together.
So yeah, like I've been like ask Mike. Like I'm always making like memes of like them or like whatever. Yeah, so like I'm pretty good at Photoshop when it comes to little things like that. Like just maneuvering.
He probably has like 400 pictures of me.
Yeah, they call me TMZ at the store because I'm always getting everyone like.
My boy Lincoln's really good. He runs Masshole Perspective. That was that sports page I was talking about. He's from Leominster. He makes some pretty good memes. He's pretty good. That reminds me of that. Like
we're gonna have to
just pulling up memes. Yeah, I'm straight. You can just toss that in there. But yeah, man. I think that. Are you guys like organizing anything, like any sort of event other than I know you guys said you got Boston got sold soon.
Yeah, we're really focused on that right now, and then we'll see
soon. So right after Boston got sold, just because our last event we donated $1,000 to the Boys and Girls Club.
I saw that. Yeah. You guys are always at the Boys and Girls Club. Do you guys have like a basketball tournament? What do you guys have?
Well, at the event we did have a basketball tournament, which was
we
dope.
We just know the owners of the BGC and stuff, and we have people that work there that mess with us. What else was I gonna say? So we donated the $1,000 to the Boys and Girls Club, and then for the basketball tournament they won $1,000 too.
Word. That's dope.
So yeah, we're trying to do bigger and better things. I think we're gonna go to Fitchburg State and see if they have a spot for us, and we're trying to
do something there,
like $5,000 donation, and it's not a profit.
Yeah,
we're not gaining nothing out of it. Just probably the sneaker sales that we have.
Of course, whatever. So the way we did it for I don't mean to cut you off for the Boys and Girls Club, like the 1,000 was so people bought tables for our event, and the money for the tables for them to set up was donated to the Boys and Girls Club.
Smart.
You know what I mean?
But you guys are just like you can't cut out of the. I mean, you can cut out of the business, I guess, but like that's how you make your money, you know.
Yeah,
so like
exactly.
you raised money.
It's dope because
I like that idea.
I don't know about him, but when I was younger, I went to the Boys and Girls Club. So it's like, it's dope to, like, I went to that one that we did it at. Yeah. So it's crazy to think, like.
I went there to play ball. I never really went there after. All my boys did, though, and they hyped it up. Like, my boy Lewis, who was on, he was always talking about going there.
It's a different sort of interaction as a kid, you know? But it's cool to think, like, I was in there, like, as a kid, and then now, like, I'm part of hosting an event at the place and be able to, like.
That's so cool. That's what, this is what I'm talking about. I want to get to that.
And, like, I didn't even think of that till right now, really. Like, I didn't really reflect on it like that. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like,
that is insane, man. You guys do a lot of good for everybody, but I think that, I just don't know. You guys are just like you said. 2018 is just blowing my mind. I feel you're making me feel like I'm not working hard enough. You're making me feel like I don't do enough.
But that might not be a bad thing, though.
No. It's a good thing. I didn't want you guys to feel like that, but no, you know what I mean. It's like you see someone else's routine, you're like, damn, dude, I need to do more. Like, I don't do enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I just want to be around people who have good intentions and are motivated by other motivated people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
So
that's literally our whole team.
Yeah.
That's why I put the team that I have right now, man. It's crazy what we're doing and how everybody's doing and how everybody's life. Your hell, type art. He paints shoes. He restores them. He cleans them. That's all he does. And
he has a type R.
Like, it's just crazy. Mark was
That's
17 with a
crazy.
Mercedes.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just turned
Fully
18.
bought.
He hasn't even turned 18 yet?
Huh?
No,
He hasn't turned
no, he just
no,
did.
he
He just
turned
did.
18. Yeah.
But, and then now he has a S2K, which is a Honda, older Honda, and it's like 20 grand, bro.
It's cool because like you see people who idolize like drug dealers and like the money they got and the things they got, but you guys get the end result perfectly legal and giving back to the community in like such a cool and like cultural way. Because like shoes are translucent racially. It doesn't matter what color you are, what you believe in religiously. Everyone fucking loves shoes.
Yes.
Exactly.
And like, you know, some people are like about shoes, but like you see a fucking pair of Jordan 1s and you're like, you can't tell me you don't fall in love with that shoe. It's a beautiful piece of work, you know? And it's like, it's just, it's crazy that you got, like you're saying, he's got Type R's, Mercedes. That's crazy.
I'm not trying to brag or anything, but
what I'm trying
to get to is that we're all doing well, and I'm taking care of my people, and they're taking care of me at the same time. So I just love, if you're starting like a little business, sometimes it could go wrong with the wrong people, but if you get the right people,
just
in your
stay
team,
consistent, bro.
yes. If you guys all stay consistent too,
you're not bragging,
crazy,
bro. You're showing people what is possible.
Yeah.
The world is yours. Like that's what you're saying. It's just to get the right people, the right thoughts, consistency, and the world is yours.
Like Mike told me the other day. Like he always tells me, he's like, I'm not scared to pull triggers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
take risks.
I literally, bro.
So
the amount of risks that I've taken.
Yeah, like he told me, he's like, when I bought a bunch of shoes, he literally didn't have any money to spend on anything else. He put all the money he did have. Yeah, put any money he had into shoes, and look where he's at now. So it's like now, like knowing that, and like really in the zone I'm in now, it's like I'm not scared to go use my credit card a little more than I should, and maybe my credit goes down because I know it's gonna pay off, and that I'm gonna pay that credit card off, and my credit will go up, and then next thing you know, I'll be owning multifamilies, renting them out. You know what I mean? On top of what we're doing now. You know what I mean? It's
you guys are fucked. You guys are on it. You guys are on your shit. I love it. I love to see it.
And there's more things that I'm looking into investing and opening. Like I'm thinking of opening a corner store. So what we don't have around here is a New York style
bodega.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we make like sandwiches, fucking all that type of shit, man. I think it'll be different. It'll generate money for me. So I'm trying to invest into other things.
There's gonna be a Getcha everything. Watch.
Getcha everything. Getcha laundry mat.
Getcha everything.
When I tell you, I've been researching and trying to see what I could do for myself and the people around me.
That's genius, man.
Yeah.
Man.
One thing, when it was the day of his birthday, like I walked into the shop and I told him, I was like, you don't realize if you weren't born, none of us would be here right now. And then he just was like, holy shit. And I
saw you guys balled out on a dinner, bro. I saw you guys.
I wasn't there. I am not on that level yet.
Shout out Caleb.
I'm good with that.
That was a 6K dinner, man.
Yeah, insane.
Holy shit.
Insane.
6K,
Yeah,
6 point something.
The
dinner.
steak was like $300, and I'm like, yo, that's my car payment, bro. I'm chilling.
But you know what? I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but
because I was drunk.
Other thing is too, bro. 3 years, bro. Look where he's at. 6 figures. He can do what it's your money, bro. Do
That's
what you
like
want,
being drunk at the casino. It's like the worst combination.
It was a good friend of mine's birthday. Shout out Caleb. He's actually a part owner of Getcha Sneakers too, and he owns Clippers and Corp.
He owns Clippers.
He's the one that let us do the pop up there. Like, so if it wasn't for him, like we wouldn't be where we're at. So like,
to be honest,
very grateful for that.
He has a part into our success too. But yeah, so if anyone wants a haircut, I suggest Clippers and Co. Super professional. I'm not saying that just because he's my friend. Like if you go in there, it's professional.
No, it was clean as fuck. I mean, obviously you can tell I don't get my hair cut often.
No.
But what I've seen from like videos, I've seen people who like cut in there on their stories and stuff. And it looks clean. It's wicked nice, super professional.
Exactly.
Like Caleb, if you see this, I'm sorry I troll you all the time because I always fuck with him.
We just met.
I roast him too much. I'm not even that close with him, and I like roasting my friends, and I went a little too hard with him. I'm sorry.
He's a 5-star barber around here, and he does a lot for his barbershop, and then for me.
I love it, man. Promoting everybody else.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're approaching an hour. I heard you got stuff to do. You got shit you got to do. Busy man.
Trying to get back to the shop.
He's the
money.
busy man. Got to make that
exactly
money. I appreciate you guys coming through. So tell them again one more time the spot, location, address, all that stuff. Snapchat.
So Getcha Sneakers, 5 Summer Street, Lunenburg MA. Buy, sell, trade. If you have unwanted shoes and want some quick bucks, just come by.
Yeah, follow our Instagram, Getcha Sneakers 978. He has Getcha Sneakers, his personal Instagram. Mine's Izzy Getcha, and Snapchat's at Izzy G978. And then for the clothing, it's at Unleash.0. So
stay tuned for giveaways too.
Yes,
Word.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it so much. You guys are great guys. I love it.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna leave you with my slogan: believe in yourself.
Yes,
Peace,
sir.
everybody.
All right.